Hello, and how are you? Chrissy here. I wanted to talk about how much it costs to buy groceries in northern Canada. We're not like north, like Northwest Territories. We are, I don't know our exact like coordinates, I can't really tell you. We live in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and sometimes we are one of the coldest places on earth during the winter time. So it's not really difficult for us to get groceries, but because it has to travel so far north to get here, things tend to cost a little more occasionally. And with the pandemic and farmers losing crops, and just crazy things going on around the world, it's really affecting our grocery prices. So I kind of wanted to tell you how much it costed to go grocery shopping today. So what happened was we went to just a regular grocery store, one we really like, called Save On Foods. And altogether it was about just over $90 for everything that we had bought today, which included whole bags are 5 cents each. We also buy coffee pods for our Keurig machine, and they were 50 cents each. We bought 10 of them. They would have regularly been $10, but they were just $7.90 for 10 coffee pods. 10 coffee pods, sorry. I used both hands here. So 10 Keurig coffee pods were $7.90. 4 5-cent bags were obviously 20 cents. We've got the popular hamburger helper. We've got 2 brands. I think they were like 2 for $4. Maybe 2 for $4. We really like eating brie or camembert cheese. I'm kind of new to the camera here. This was a really nice fancy wooden box with wrapped cheese inside. It was actually a really good deal for $8.59. I know that doesn't look like a whole lot, but that's about the going rate for cheese like this. This is the type of cheese that has a soft white inside, but the outside is a little bit more on the firm side. That has a nice flavor. If you ever run into brie, I suggest you try it if you haven't. We've also got, I've got one of my favorite candies, some sour Jelly Bellies. I've just been craving jelly beans. I must have had a dream or something, for $2.99. We really like these udon noodles that are in the fridge for 99 cents each, and we bought 4 of them. This is really nice with like a little bit of sesame oil and some soy sauce or some teriyaki sauce with some shrimps, which we might have for supper. It's obviously 99 cents each. We bought 4 of them. These will go really fast for us for $4. This isn't the average price for these though. They're usually under $1 each. Okay, we've got some lunch meat. This is really good pepper ham. We try to buy it whenever we can, but the store that we go to is kind of out of our way. So just like maybe 2 days worth of ham was $5.45. Sorry, $5.45. I don't know if I showed you the noodles before. The udon noodles, sorry. We've got, oh my gosh, we've got a huge, I sprayed myself with flour, a huge unbleached flour, 5 kilogram bag. Oh my goodness. This was not on sale, but we really had to stock up on flour because things are getting more and more expensive. For $10, $9.99. And a little bit of sugar. I'm just gonna take the sugar out. I just don't like the sugar because it kind of leaks a little bit. A little 2 kilogram of sugar for $4.59. It was a good price. Could have been better, but kind of necessary for we like baking and stuff, like bannock and whatever not. Another favorite treat for $2.99. That's a big 454 gram bag. Some licorice, well, red licorice. Oh yes. So we've got some bagged fruit. We've got the cherries, the blend, the bite-sized blend, and the mango chunks. We try to eat these and think of these before we think of the candy. So these were $5.49 each, so $5.50. What else is there? Okay, we got I'm missing something. I'll have to go look for it in a second. I'm totally missing something. Just one quick second. Okay, there. I was like thinking I forgot it at the store, and the store is like maybe half an hour drive away. We were there because my sister took us. But this was a huge splurge for us. Things like prawns and scallops and some fish are quite expensive. So we have these 340 grams of prawns for $12.99 for this whole bag. This isn't usually something we buy, maybe every 2 months, and then we eat it with the noodles, or we eat it on top of salad, things like that. I don't want it to sit up for too long. I couldn't find it because it was in the freezer. We bought Creamery Butter, which is essential to us. We don't use margarine because it's not really good for us compared to butter. Butter is more natural. This was 454 grams for $5. Now this is really expensive for us at least, but it's hard to find this on sale sometimes. There's a store near us that will sell it for $3.99 on the weekends, I think, but it's kind of out of the way sometimes. We have pita bread. We really love the pepper ham or brie or peanut butter on top of like pita. It's hard to find nice soft pita for $3.39. Then also, on the way out, I had thought that I was done my shopping, of course, and I had actually found this huge box of peaches for $7.99. This box is regular $9.99, but it was $2 off because I had like the membership card to the store. And it doesn't look like a whole lot of peaches, but like I said, because we have the peaches and most fruit and vegetables imported from other countries like California or Mexico or something, we got to pay so much to get food shipped in. Like we need to pay the truckers, we need to pay, the import fees or whatever they need to pay, the farmers and everybody. to bring our food here, which is, I don't know, a lot of our weather just cannot sustain, like, how do you say it properly without sounding like a goof? Because we're so cold most of the year, we can't always grow peaches, or we don't have like rice fields, you know, or we do have certain parts of the country that has year-round fruit and berries and apples and things like that. So they always are able to grow things like that, but because there's not very much of it, then buying from them tends to get very expensive because they have to give up some of their supply to give to the rest of the country. And sometimes in Alberta it gets to minus 30 or minus 25, and it stays like that. And maybe 10 years ago in the winter, we were actually the coldest place on earth, and then Siberia was like the second, believe it or not. So we really enjoy expensive things like peaches, things like fresh cherries, which I didn't buy this time because they were getting quite expensive. Certain grapes only come out at certain times of year, which is quite normal. But things like that, with my budget, is kind of out of our price range. So we really enjoy it when it comes in, you know. So if you're ever somebody who is thinking of living in Canada, wondering how much it'll cost to live in Canada, if you live in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, things are going to be a little bit more expensive, and the further north you get, the more expensive it gets. I think there's some really remote places where like a thing of milk, like I think it's like 2 liters or 4 liters or something, and it was I think like $20 for that, and it's like $5 here, which is for us is still expensive. So we try to use it like sparingly so that we're not buying it every 2 or 3 days. So anyways, that's just an overview of how much it costs to buy food generally in Canada. And I think altogether it was, I think I said just over $90, because the peaches were $8. But everything else, like right here, was $85.30. So anyways, yeah, I hope this helped kind of give you a little bit of perspective of how much it costs to buy food in northern Canada. And my city is maybe 5 or 6 hours north of the US border. I think. I've never actually been down there, but that's just what other people tell me. But anyways, love you so much, I think, and have the best day ever. Bye.